EA Sports. It's in the game.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain burst most of the chains in the game? No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river. We are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jones looking to throw right away. And he is going to lose yardage here. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now Jones. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Working from the gun, Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Room here to run. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You say, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And Jones going to keep once more. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Jones and Shepard with a connection there for Giants first down. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Barkley. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. on the option to the short side left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. They'll go option to the short side. Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down. Gibson here running out of the gun. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll go again with McKissick. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wentz. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. And not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Wentz now to throw. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Wentz. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Jones. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll run with Gibson, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. He's going to air one out. This is intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Got an open man. It's Pringle. Touchdown, Washington. Byron Pringle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long. Go get it, big man.
And the final number, pretty impressive courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Jones on third down. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A good pickup there, a 22. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Two yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Barkley.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And this turns into an ace gain with a slide at the end.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Here, that's complete to Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Gano the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
From the end zone, here's Pringle. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. The Giants on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. And the Commanders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
To throw again on second down. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Wentz and the Commanders staring down a 3rd and long now after that sack. They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun, Jones. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hudson. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. A second shoot. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle with Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. A pitch out to Breida. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
On second down, here's Gibson again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that wrong. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It's Barkley on the counter. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Pass complete to Shepard, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jones now will run it. 2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Commanders, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4